Okay, so here we go. This is the video explaining the audition requirements for the Real Hitalia, which is the Hitalia panel for Anime Land Wasabi 2013. Next month?
Yep.
Okay. So, I'm running this panel. She's my lovely assistant. Yay. Yeah, we're just going to explain what you guys need to do and all that kind of stuff for the actual panel. So, I guess I should just start at the top, shouldn't I? It's due, all the auditions are due by New Year's. We have months to do it, so, and that gives us lots of time to perfect the panel afterwards because we want group input into the panel. This isn't just something that's coming out of like our heads. This is going to be a group effort. So, yeah, gives you time. Use it. So, the auditions themselves need to be a minimum of 8 minutes. Count them. Max of 16. You have to have minimum 5 minutes in character and a minimum of 3 minutes out of character. Okay. And during the video you have to answer 8 questions. I don't know what I have with the number 8.
Multiples of 8, so there's a maximum of 16. Right?
I know, right? I'm just really digging on 8. Anyway, so 5 of the answers that your character has to give, as in someone gives, these are lines that your character has to say, right? Someone asks them a question or something, your character has to answer. A minimum of 5 of them have to be serious answers that your character gives. I don't care what the questions are, but your character has to give a serious answer. The other 3 of the 8 questions have to be funny. So, what is your character's sense of humor, basically?
Assuming they have one.
Yeah, assuming they have one.
And assuming they can be serious.
Yes. Yes. Well, I think anyone can be serious. Even Poland can be serious, so go with it. Okay. So, for the in-character portion, basically, we want you to show us what it would be like if your character were real. Like, the whole concept of the panel is if Hitalia were real, if you were an actual person given the actual history of the country and all those kinds of things, what would a day in the life of your character be like? Or what would, how would your media react? You know, things like that. What would be realistic to your character if they were real? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So, I was thinking you could do it like, I don't know, like a 16 minutes interview. I think we've all seen the promos for 16 minutes, and you know, so you could do it like an interview, or paparazzi, or someone just following you around, or whatever. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you
hair on your boobs. Not that I was looking there to find the hair. Caught my ear.
Okay then. If you wanted to do group auditions, because we've done these and everything, here's the deal. We're gonna pick people based on their individual merit. So even if you audition with a friend and you both really, really want to get in, there's a possibility that we would only pick one of you. So you need to be prepared for that eventuality, okay? So you're free to audition together. You both have to meet all of the requirements. You don't have to double the length of the movie, but you have to meet all of the requirements on how many answers you each give. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, so that's for the 5-minute in-character portion. Out-of-character portion. I wasn't comfy, so I'm switching places. Out-of-character portion. You cannot have any cosplay on for the out-of-character portion. No wigs. No contacts. Nothing. Okay? You need to be yourself entirely. And that doesn't mean switch into a different character's cosplay or something like that. Like yourself, okay? And then specific questions that you actually need to answer. Those would be, and I'll list these in the description below. Because that way you don't have to watch the video if you forget what they are and be like, what is it? Where did she say it? And that kind of a thing. So the first question is, what would you change in Hetalia? Like, if you're doing this, you've probably seen the show. What would you change? Would you make it serious? Would you make it, I don't know. What would you do? Which character do you think is the least accurate? I guess you could ask that. Or which character do you think aren't accurate to how they would be if they were real? Okay. And the character that you're playing, is it your favorite character from the show? Why are you cosplaying them? Those are pretty much all the questions. And then the last thing is that, is there anything about you that we should know that would make you, like, I don't know, that you think is something that would set you apart? You know, like, have you been to the country, or do you actually speak the language, or are you descendant from people who came from there, or things like that, okay? So anything that you think sets you apart a little bit. Yeah, the last thing is how to actually post the video. I want all the videos posted on YouTube. Don't post them on Facebook, post them on YouTube. I would like you to have them, have the privacy setting to unlisted, and then send one of us the link. Okay? The reason that I want you guys to do this is because I don't want, like, there are groups of people who cosplay, and then there's, like, stragglers out there who kind of do things on their own. I don't want any of those people to look at it and say, oh, this is going to be, that group is doing this video, this panel, or something like that. I want it to be open for everybody, and I think if everyone is going around saying, oh, I'm auditioning for this part, they're going to end up pushing some of the other people away. I want as many people as possible to audition. So while you're perfectly free and able to tell everyone that you are auditioning and who you're auditioning for, I don't want anyone saying, oh, I've got the part, or any of that kind of a thing. So I really want to keep the actual auditions quiet so that people aren't looking at them and saying, well, I can't compete with that. So yeah.
And so for also not just unlisted, but I think there's a setting to where you can have it to where it's you need a password to view it.
Yeah.
And so we prefer you do that and then send us the password as well as the link, obviously.
Yeah.
The video.
Please, so we can actually see it. Yeah. Like I said, it's not. I understand you guys want to show them with your friends and all this kind of stuff. That's fine. But like I said, I don't want to push anyone away because they're not part of some larger group. This is open for everybody. And feel free to tell people you're involved, because the more auditions, the happier we'll be. Yay! So, yeah, that's the requirements. We'll list them below. And I know it sounds like it's going to be a research panel, but it really won't be. It's actually going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of really cool stuff planned, but we don't want to spoil it. So if you get in, we'll let you in on it. And we'll make a panel that everybody will like and everyone will feel like they're part of, and it will be a lot of fun. So please audition and have fun. Sound good?